What's up, YouTube? It's Mark from Kentucky, back from another video. So doing another prospect video for you guys. This time I'm back to the top 10 minor league baseball players I think you should be buying. Did this research a couple weeks ago, just been a bit too busy to do a video. So these guys, a lot of times you can find these guys in bargain boxes, dollar bins, stuff like that. So these are 10 minor league players that I think you should keep an eye out for while you're out looking at those bargain bins. Most of these cards can be had for anywhere from $1 to $20. But I did some research. I'm going to share my research with you. And we're going to start with number 10. He's a Twins prospect, Mr. Bryce Lewis. This is out of the 2018 Bowman, I believe. Mojo Bowman Chrome card. Mega Box Bowman Chrome card. He is 20 years old. He played in High A and Double A last year. He hit 12 home runs, had 49 RBIs, and batted .236. If I'm not mistaken, I think he's the Twins' number 1 or number 2 prospect. So you see him out for cheap, might as well go ahead and take a chance and pick some of his stuff up. Number 9 on my list is an Atlanta Braves prospect. You guys probably have heard of this guy before, I'd say. Christian Pache. This is his, I think that's 2017 Bowman. His first card. Yeah, 2017 Bowman. It's his first card. That's a paper card. I've got his Bowman Platinum card. And then I've got a another Bowman card. I think that's a Bowman card. It's clear acetate with his autograph on it. It's pretty cool. But anyway, he is Christian is a outfielder. He is 20 years old. He played in Double A and Triple A last year, so he made all the way up Triple A. He hit 12 home runs, had 61 RBIs and a .277 average, but he's a very good defensive outfielder. He can cover a lot of ground. He's really quick, got a strong arm. So this guy will probably, quite possibly, be in the majors here pretty soon, playing for the Braves. He's number 9 on my list. I think I picked that autograph card up in for like $3 or something like that at LCS in Louisville or something. Number 8 on my list is Alec Braum. He is a Phillies prospect. I think he's their number 1 or number 2 prospect. But he's a little older. He's a third baseman. He's 23 years old. And last year he played. He actually played in Double A, High A. Excuse me, Single A, High A, and then Double A. 23 years old, hit 21 home runs, had 80 RBIs, and batted .305. This is his, was it a 19 Bowman prospect card. So he's the Phillies are really high on this guy. This might be somebody to pick up. Next guy on the list, coming in at number, he's number 7, is Jared Kelenic, or Kelenic. I guess that's how you pronounce his name. This guy was in Single A, High A, and then Double A this past year. He was a Mets prospect, and I guess he came over on that Edwin Diaz Robinson Cano trade. We sent him to Seattle. This is his prospect card from this year. He's only 20 years old. He hit 23 home runs, had 23 RBIs. Or excuse me, he's 20 years old, had 23 home runs and 68 RBIs. He batted .291. So this guy put up some very nice numbers in minor league ball last year. He's only 20 years old, so he's got lots of potential for Seattle, which the Mets still had him. Number 6 on the list is a guy that's been a prospect for a long time. You probably guys know him, Brendan Rodgers, Colorado Rockies. There's his first Bowman Chrome card. There's his Donner's prospect card. But this guy, he can really hit. Problem is, he's got Trevor Story in front of him at shortstop. The Rockies need to either trade him or find a way to get him on the roster. But now last year he was hurt most of the year in minor leagues. So last year he had shoulder surgery. So he's 23. He had 9 home runs, 21 RBIs, and batted .350. But you know, he didn't play very many games. Pretty limited playing time for Brendan Rodgers last year. But he's a guy that I would definitely look out for. Number 5 on the list, getting down to the top 5, is a player I like a lot. I've had him on my videos before. He's actually from Louisville. Got drafted right out of high school. I think he went to Ballard High School. Mr. Joe Adell for the Los Angeles Angels. There's for his first Bowman Chrome card. There's a paper card. I picked up him for $1. So like I said, you can find these things in dollar bins and stuff like that cheap. These players. There's his Bowman Mojo card. And then here's a Bowman Best. I think I got this out of the dollar box too. But anyway, he is, where's it on my list? He's 20 years old, and he played last year in A, AA, and AAA. He was hurt. He had some sort of surgery, I think, on his knee or leg. So he didn't play a full year either. But he hit 20 home runs, or excuse me, he hit 10 home runs, had 36 RBIs, and batted .289. So this guy is going to be a tag team partner with Mike Trout in the outfield for the Angels here real soon. I really like this guy a lot. So if you see Joe Adell, pick him up for sure. Number 4 on the list is, everyone knows this guy too, my second favorite team is Mr. Wander Franco. So this guy's a very disciplined hitter at a very young age. There's a few of his cards out of this year's Bowman. Wander actually started the year in Kentucky in Bowling Green, which is a low A team where he just tore it up there. And then he went to a higher A. He's only 18 years old, guys. 18 years old. He had 9 home runs. He had 53 RBIs, and he batted .327. And he's a really good defensive player too. So the Rays already have one good young shortstop in Adames, and they got another one coming up here real soon. Right on his heels is Wander Franco. So definitely pick up some Wander Francos if you don't have any. Number 3 on my list is a guy that actually made it to the majors this year, but had a really good year in the minor leagues for the Dodgers, Mr. Gavin Lux. This is out of this year's Bowman. I think that was 2017 Bowman. There's a Bowman Chrome. There's his paper. And then I got a Bowman Platinum of Gavin Lux. So this guy, like I said, he is number 3 on my list. He's 21 years old. He played in AA and AAA and didn't make it to the majors this year. He was on the Dodgers postseason roster. Like I said, 21 years old. He had 26 home runs, 76 RBIs, and batted .327. And he hit, didn't matter if he was in single, double, or AA or AAA, he was just flat out hit. He's a producer. So definitely be on the lookout for Gavin Lux next year for the Dodgers. Number 2, this guy made it to the major leagues also, and actually still playing right now. He's an Astros prospect. The Astros are absolutely loaded. But this guy, he's 22 years old. He hit 34 home runs, 97 RBIs, and batted .266. And this is Kyle Tucker. I've been lucky. It seems like every other pack I pull a Kyle Tucker rookie. So I hope he does do well. I got his Topps Chrome. I got the Sepia. I got the pink. There's his Bowman. Also got the Topps Chrome 84 Topps rookie card, pretty cool. And then this is one of his prospect cards. I've got some 2016 Kyle Tucker Bowman prospect cards too. So this guy just was an absolute stud. And in 21 major league games this year, he hit 4 home runs, had 11 RBIs, and batted .277. So not too shabby. And he's on the playoff roster. So this guy can flat out hit. He's a long, skinny kid. Just a really good young player. And number 1 on my list was number 25 on my other list is Mr. Louis Robert. I don't know how to pronounce it. He's 22 years old. He's in the White Sox organization. There's his first Bowman card, paper. There's this Bowman Scout card. There's a purple number to 250 prospect card. And then there's a Bowman Platinum card. So this guy, like I said, he's 22 years old. He had 32 RBI or 32 home runs, 92 RBIs, and batted .328. And he played in single, double, and triple A last year. And everywhere he went, he just hit. So this is another guy you definitely need to be on the lookout for. I'd be buying some of his cards. The White Sox are going to be hot here really soon. They've got a great young team with Eloy and him and Moncada, and they got some pitchers coming up that are lights out. So definitely be on the lookout for some of his cards in the White Sox in the future. So that was my top 10 list, guys. Let me know what you think. Please put some comments down below. See if there's anyone maybe that not on my list that you guys think deserve to be on my list. I'd love to be able to research some more players. If you like my channel, like my content, please give me a sub, give me a thumbs up, and keep on collecting, guys.